Infinite banking for beginners. Have you ever wondered what infinite banking really is? Even though you might have heard about the term previously, did you ever think that it would be nice if someone explained it to you in layman's terms? Well, tell you what, you are in luck today because I'm going to make it so simple that you will probably laugh at it by saying, gosh, I didn't know it was that easy. And here is the real reason as to why I thought about it to make it simple. Because deep in my heart, I really believe that complexity kills the momentum. And the only antidote for complexity is simplicity. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how you can prepare yourself and your family to tackle your needs for infinite banking. One more reason that why today's video is so important, because I have put 6 points there that I was looking for last 6 to 7 months, and finally I got them and I brought them for you that nobody else, at least to my knowledge, I've seen ever did it before. So bear with me and you will know each and everything that you ever wanted to know about infinite banking in very simple way. Hi, I'm Sunny Mitra, founder of Bright Horizon Wealth. We teach entrepreneurs and go-getters like you how to own their financial future with the concept of infinite banking. If you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified when we upload new videos. You must have noticed that we always say at the end of our video, own your tomorrow by converting your liability into assets. What do you mean by that? So, you have some liability in the form of debts. Now, let me ask you this. Is having a debt is a good or a bad thing? The correct answer is it can go either way. When you are at the giving end, when you are a borrower, it's a bad thing because you are giving them all your interest away. But when you are at the receiving end, debt can be really good. How can you be at the receiving end? By becoming a lender. And how can you become a lender? By creating your own family bank. And how can you create your own family bank? By getting a cash value whole life insurance policy and adding the infinite banking concept into it. That is why we say convert your liabilities into assets, and that's exactly what infinite banking does, and that's exactly what we can help you with. We show you a step-by-step method how you can convert your liabilities, debts, into assets, and by doing so, it will pave the way to achieve your financial freedom. Now, let's dig a little deeper about infinite banking. In order to do that, I want you to know why you should even consider learning or following the infinite banking concept. You should have a reason for that, right? This reason is your big why, and once you get the reasons, you will get the solution by itself. As they say, if you have a why, you will find a how. Let's talk about the 3 biggest pain points that a lot of people have today in our society. They are mainly debt problem, retirement worries, and investment worries. Most of us carry some form of credit card debt, student loans, car payments, a mortgage, etc. In other words, we have debts, and sometimes we are even inundated with it. I have good news for you. If you follow infinite banking to the T, then in 9 years or less, you can be totally debt-free, including your mortgage. Talking about retirement worries, we all know that as a nation, we are not saving enough, and so we are not very much sure about our retirement. But did you know that infinite banking can help you big time to create a supplemental retirement income in your golden years? And the third one that I wanted to emphasize on is investment worries. Look at the stock market today. People are worried about where they should invest that money in a safe and secure way. Again, I have another piece of good news for you. Your whole life insurance can pay you 4% guaranteed compound interest year after year with 90% liquidity. On the top of it, you might even get another 5 or 6% in dividend checks at the end of the year, of course. These dividend checks are not guaranteed, as in the case of 4% interest, but for the last 100 plus years, policyholders have been receiving dividends, so it doesn't hurt to expect the same for the future as well. So that is, in short, why you should even consider learning about the infinite banking concept. And now I'll talk about 3 biggest pleasure points that it can deliver it to you. Money doubles every 7 to 10 years. Create a tax-free income, passive income. Create a legacy, tax-free inheritance for your loved ones. Yes, you heard me right. There are programs with whole life insurance that can double your money every 7 to 10 years, along with giving you 90% liquidity on that money. And then only an insurance product can create a tax-free perpetual passive income source for the rest of your life. And if that is not enough, when you check out from this world, you leave a big pile of tax-free inheritance for your loved ones. In other words, you create a legacy. As Stephen Covey said, the purpose of human life is to live, to love, and to leave a legacy. So in other words, a whole life insurance policy can fulfill one of our biggest desires in life, which is called financial freedom. Now let's talk about the mechanics of infinite banking. And once again, remember, in the beginning I had promised you one thing, that I'll keep it ample clear, and I'll make it so simple that even a 12-year-old kid will understand it. So here you go. Infinite banking can be summed up in 2 simple words: recapture and reinvest. The way it works is you apply for a whole life insurance cash value policy from an insurance company. Upon approval, you start funding money into it in the form of monthly premiums and enjoy the high rate of return from your life insurance. In other words, instead of using it solely for the death benefit, you use it as an investment. But wait, that is only half of the story. Now that you have a whole life insurance policy and you accumulate some money inside it, you start using it as your own family bank instead of your neighborhood bank. Yes, instead of financing your new car from a bank, you finance it yourself. And from that point on, you start paying yourself back on a monthly basis, the whole interest and principal, just like you would pay to the bank. In other words, recapture the principal and interest that was leaving your portfolio and reinvest it. Now you become your own banker. And by doing that, you just ignited the infinite banking concept in your whole life policy. Now the question is, do you really have to use your whole life policy as an investment vehicle? Not really. You can just leave it as is and enjoy all the fruits of a whole life policy. But once you start using it for the purpose of lending money, the magic happens. And you see your investment start to grow multifold within a very small amount of time. In other words, instead of paying so much of interest to those banks month after month, year after year, why not use our whole life insurance policy in the place and pay ourselves back the principal and interest? So that's about it. Leave a comment below with your experience regarding your debt or investment, and if you want to learn how you can use your whole life insurance to tackle other debts, use the link above to see exactly how we use infinite banking to pay off our credit card debts. So again, remember, regardless if you have any debts now or you are planning on taking on some loans, we can help you create a plan where you are either taking it over now or building up a plan where you can pay it in the future. And if you are thinking about using your policy to finance other things, we have created a free guide called Financial Security from Coronavirus, where we share different ideas on how you can utilize your whole life insurance policies. So definitely check out the link below to download your free copy. If you like this video, let us know by liking it and leaving a comment for us. Make sure you share it with a friend and subscribe to our channel. And remember to own your tomorrow by converting your liabilities into assets.